Chamber of Commerce Marketing and Development Director joins us, Amanda Loveland. Hi, Amanda.
Hello. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see
you.
you.
On this beautiful day, what are we doing inside? It's
I know.
65 degrees out. We're sitting here on a couch.
We'll be out.
Let's get outside.
We'll be out. I'm sure a lot of people are already.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gone tomorrow.
I've
this
heard.
time tomorrow is going to be 25.
Stop depressing this part. Don't remind me of that. Okay.
So March comes in like a lamb. Not this year.
Yeah.
No. All right. So we've got March, Women's Week.
We do. My favorite event of the year is coming up next Friday, but even before that, all week, next week, March 4th through 8th, we celebrate the women in leadership positions in the Jackson community. And it's not just for women. It just tends to highlight women in different industries, particularly those that are underrepresented when it comes to female leadership. So we've got some great themes next week. I'm pretty excited about a few of them in particular.
All right, well, let's talk about the kickoff on Monday. It's the Economic Luncheon.
It is, and that features 3 different speakers. The first one is the president of Athena International. She's coming to do a bit of speaking for us during the luncheon where our Athena Award recipient speaks, and that's Angela Macknick. She'll be speaking this year, as well as the Nike Award winner. That's a Jackson Business and Professional Women Award that they give away each year, and that winner is Yvette Wilkie. So we'll have 3 speakers at the Athena Luncheon. That's on Monday the 4th from 11:30 to 1 at Gene Davis.
Do people need to get their reservation in right now?
They do, yes. You know, caterers tend to need to know how many people they have to feed.
That's
so I definitely recommend letting us know you'll be there.
And they do that on your website?
On the website, jacksonchamber.org/Women's Week. You can access all the information about the different events going on throughout Women's Week and grab your ticket to the luncheon.
So the Chamber really created virtual Women's Week with the pandemic, and it sounds like you're keeping some of the elements of that.
Yeah, so we were talking that American One Credit Union used to have a Women's Expo. They came to the Chamber and expressed that events was no longer really going to be their focus, which is understandable. It was something that, took a lot of manpower. And so they asked the Chamber if we would consider taking it on. And at that time we said, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We could focus on some of our business owners. And then COVID hit. And so what we did is we transitioned it to a virtual expo where different business owners were highlighted and there was a different theme each day. So we still have the virtual component. So each morning on our Facebook page, we highlight a woman in a different industry. So this year we're highlighting women in global enterprise with a speaker from Dawn Food Products. We're highlighting women in policing. There's only 3 women in the police department here in the city of Jackson and none in the fire department. So we want to highlight that career because that's a really important one, and we're very appreciative of the women who choose that. We're also focusing on women in motorsports with Michigan International Speedway, women who run capital campaigns, asking Shauna Tello to give us some insight into how you run a $25 million campaign, which is 3 to 4 times the amount that has ever been done in Jackson before. And we're also highlighting women in local government with Shalonda Hunt, who is the city councilor for Ward 5. They'll do a video for everyone to see online, as well as be present at the panel discussion, which happens on Friday the 8th. We will hear from them live and ask some important questions about what it's like to be in their industry and their rise to the top.
Is that a virtual event?
That one's live.
Live.
That one happens at Cascades Manor from 7:30 to 9 on Friday, March 8th.
I would bet there's a breakfast involved.
There is, of course, Cascades Manor. You can't go there without eating their delicious food. And Dawn Foods is bringing some of their products. Last year they brought donuts. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. We got to take some back to the office, and they didn't make it to the office.
I was in their test kitchen one day
dangerous.
when they were making the donuts and coming right out of the thing. It was awesome.
That's dangerous. That and Fry Crisp, if you ever go to their test lab, oh my good Lord, that is like the best fried chicken I've ever had in my life. Go to test kitchens right here in Jackson and you'll never want to fry your own chicken or make your own donuts again.
Right here in Jackson.
Yes, made here in Jackson. So yeah, that panel discussion is live, but it does feature the women who you'll see virtually all week long.
Now, people can nominate someone from their company or their family
They
to be
can.
on your. You've got a wall of fame.
Wall of Fame. So there is a wall on our website where women can be acknowledged for making a contribution, for making Jackson a great place to live, work, and/or play. And so you can nominate a woman. We highly recommend you send in a picture because that gives us the ability to shout them out on social media as well. You can tell us why they deserve some recognition. Just give some of those women in leadership positions or the women that you really serve and support you. Like for me, my mom has a huge impact on my life, especially now that I have a son. I literally would not be able to do life without her at this point. And so she deserves some recognition. So highlighting some of the women who make, life so great here in Jackson, and we'll throw them up on the website and on social to bring attention to them.
Well, a good point, really, Amanda. That it's not just women that are in the, traditional workplace, but moms, people that run the house, people that do just be great women.
Yeah, or I was just talking to, I know in this case, obviously we're not talking about someone who identifies as she, her, but Randy Coleman, who was just on from Special Olympics, he volunteers in that role. You would never know as often as you see him, but it's incredible the way he essentially works for full-time, but he's volunteering. And there are so many people in our community who do that. There's the people who are running TA Wilson, the shelter there, and they're volunteering so much of their time. And there's the Wendy Waldrons of the world who volunteer so much at Partial to Girls, and Libby Cross, who does a lot of volunteer work to make sure that women understand, how to breastfeed and that connection with their child. There's just so many people who are contributing to make Jackson great, both in our personal and professional lives. So it's a great opportunity to give them a little shout out.
All right, let's go through the opportunities once again. First, Monday,
Athena Economic Luncheon at Gene Davis. Grab a ticket on our website.
Then all week long,
you can submit a nomination for the Wall of Fame and also look on our Facebook page for different women in various industries for their videos.
And on Friday,
a panel discussion featuring women in those industries to ask questions and talk about their story.
And great food from the Cascades Manor.
Excellent food at both places for sure. So jacksonchamber.org/Women's Week to get all of that info.
Yeah, great lunch, great breakfast, and great women in between.
Yes.
Thanks, Amanda.
Thank you. See you all next week.
Yeah, see you next week. From the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce, the Marketing and Development Director, Amanda Loveland, and a great woman as well.
Thanks.